building for many years.
Okay.
Lovely to meet you all. Sorry, I'm not going to have my camera on for the moment, but I'll get there. Thank you.
Okay.
So yeah, let's start our meeting today. So hi everyone, welcome to our very special event, Voice of Ecopeace Teens. So we started Ecopeace Teen Cafe on October 2nd. Ecopeace Teen Cafe, it's an online transformative education and dialogue platform for teenagers. Currently, we are training 30 teenagers, and we started this journey on October 2nd, 2021. So this is very special day. We are giving opportunity to our for our teenagers to present their voice with you. So let's listen to them. And I welcome Lakshit Turki. He's joining us from Jharkhand. So Lakshit, the floor is yours.
Yes, ma'am. Can you share the screen, ma'am?
Yes, I'll share it now.
So,
Can you see
hi
now?
everyone. Yes, ma'am. I can see it. Hi everyone. I am Lakshit Turki, and I am a member of Ecopeace Teen Cafe. And I'm going to describe my views on the topic building community and spreading awareness through bike ride. This can be a new outlook to spread awareness, and we can attract more people to our campaigns through this, because this seems to attract more people. On the next slide. Now, I'm going to tell how to conduct bike rallies. We can ask many bike riders to join us for campaigning. Then we can travel to several places in our country to campaign. After it, we can also make branches international. But before that, first of all, we have to recruit bike riders who have enough grip in social topics so that they can campaign. And if they don't have that much grip in social topics, then they can then we can train them. And as many bikers just wonder, as a nomadic in a nomadic life, they can also get aim in their life by this initiative, and they can get a new outlook to the life. Now, what are the advantages of bike rally? Bike rallies generally attract more people because if we campaign using this idea, then many people may join us or take initiatives in their locality, because it seems more attractive than the bus rallies and the walking rally. And this also prevents the problem of transportation. Like if anyone wants to join us, then they have to get placed in our vehicles or buses, and they're maybe not much. But nowadays, everyone has a bike or a scooter also, so they can join us by this. As it is a rally of bikers, many bikers can join us instead of booking tickets or traveling in the same vehicle. If we inform the local bikers of this initiative, then they can give us a proper report of areas that are suffering from which particular problem. Like they can give us a insight of which area is suffering from child labor, and in which area and which area violence against women and children prevails. And there's a rule of bikers, other bikers problem is theirs and other bikers initiatives are also theirs. And many people may join us for fun, it's a bike rally, and many youth may join us, but they may get transformed into a better person seeking and distributing awareness. Now, I will tell that who will sponsor us. Many organizations like Royal Enfield sponsor bikers for bike rally. And if we gain recognition, then we may get donation aids from many people who are much supportive in these initiatives. And we can advertise about this initiative through electronic medium so that we can get support from people. We can make advertisement in many websites, and we may get aids from government if they recognize our initiative for the betterment of society. Another way can be that every day, if every biker makes a video on our rallies and rides and post it on YouTube, then we may then their channels may get monetized, and we may get money from there, and we can make use of and we can make it and we can use it as a fund for our these rallies. On the next slide. Now what we will do. Sorry, ma'am. I had got a call. Just a call. So what we will do through these rallies? Our main agenda is social service and awareness. Now we will create many departments of bikers as follows. Like the first one will be environmental department. Environmental department will be for spreading awareness on topics like planting trees, sustainable development, global warming, ecological factors, and other things related to environment. And the next one will be social department. Now this department will be for spreading awareness on topics like women empowerment, youth power, non-violence, and other social factors related to this. And the next one will be economic department. Now this department will be spreading awareness on topics like family planning in rural areas, giving them suggestions on better agricultural techniques and other profession which they can pick up, and other things related to economic factors like guiding people for making better job opportunities, and we may several problems which may arise. Now, many problems will arrive as it is a journey. Now, the first problem will be like lack of funds can be a problem because we may not get that much fund needed and not getting much attention. We may not get that much attention at first time because people at first don't like to join rallies because they are too lazy to do that. And mainly where I live in India and mainly in Jharkhand, people don't want to go on rallies for these types of initiatives where awareness are the main agenda. Now, there may be lack of people and anger of people if we say anything against their non-tolerable rituals. Like if we say against child marriage, then they may oppose us. The next one will be like people not taking interest in the topics of economical development in rural areas. Like if we say and if we guide about new techniques of agriculture, then they may not support us and may not cooperate with. Now, many other problems may arise during the journey of lightening the world with awareness and much knowledge which will spread. We have to look for solutions at that situation. Thank you.
Thanks, Lakshit, for your presentation. So now it's the time to discuss. If you have any questions to Lakshit, you can ask, and also share it. And you can also share the reflections with Lakshit. So Lakshit is our Ecopeace Teen. He's studying in 8th standard at St. Thomas Ranchi. So we believe in the teenagers and their voice, and we believe that they are the real change makers. So you can have a chat with Lakshit now.
Yeah, first of all, Lakshit, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
In a short time, you presented a really big idea, including its problems. You could foresee the problems which we may face in India. Then, as you know, rallies are very common in India. Rallies, strikes, protest, we are just used to it. Unfortunately, everything for political gain. Very often not for the good of the people. Now this, there are also bike rallies, as you said, Enfield, all this Royal Enfield, and they also conduct rallies sponsored by also many other groups. But as you said, there will be difficulties for everything. Every new initiative has difficulties. and somebody should start it. That's the thing is the starting trouble is always there. And once it starts, then slowly it gets accepted, and slowly then people realizes everything is like that, no? Anything new, even a new car, anything of new brand. So they have a lot of advertisement in social media. Unfortunately, we or you may not have such a monetary fund to advertise such things. But hope, that should be one of the biggest attitude we have in Ecopeace. Always hope for the best and ready to face anything worst. Thank you, Lakshmi.
Thank you, sir, for your encouragement and your views.
Yeah, I'd like to say, actually, thank you so much for the presentation. And I think it's a really innovative idea to use bike rallies in a way to, to share a message that's important to you. So yeah, thank you for the presentation. And I'd love to know what inspired the idea. Where did it come from, like for you?
I am from childhood affected by the bike rallies and mainly by bikes. I really like the bike Royal Enfield. I don't know if you know about it. And I really like I see in many movies, people go on road trip to Leh Ladakh. And then I saw one movie in which they were doing bike rallies, but they didn't get much support and they ended up. But I thought that if I could do it in real life, then I could make a change and bring that story into the real life.
Great, thank you.
We are really proud of Lakshit because he's really trying to bring in the cool ideas where we can involve youth by taking what they like rather than putting something which they don't understand. So congratulations, Lakshit, and thank you so much for sharing the idea with us.
Lakshit, it was a great idea, and I felt very. You are very innovative person. I felt that you are very innovative person, and I will also help you if you need this kind of. I mean, youths are necessary for doing this bike rallies, so I am also interested. Write my name somewhere if you're trying to do this bike rallies. You can also choose me as a participant.
Yes, I will definitely choose you.
Okay, next I would like to invite Aaron, who's also a Ecopeace teen, and he's coming up with sustainable development goals. So I invite Aaron to share his views.
Please, excuse me, please just tell Aaron from where he sees. Just introduce him because I am new.
Hi everyone, and hi Father Prasad. I am from Kerala, and I am a member of this Ecopeace Teen Cafe. I am actually from Anjal. Hope you know the place, and I am studying in this St. John School, Anjal. I think you know that. I'm a member of. I'm a member of Ecopeace Teen Cafe, and I would like to start this presentation. Before going to the presentation, I'd like to ask you a simple question. What do you think your ambition is, or what is your life goal? Everyone can answer. What is your life goal or ambition? Just think and say.
My ambition is to become a civil servant so that I can serve people.
Wow, that's great. Lakshit. Others?
Yeah, as you know, I am a priest and I don't have any goal in life except just living and dying for the others.
That's a great and wonderful life goal.
Thank you, Adam.
Then everyone,
I would like to known as a naturalist.
wow, that's great too. So our United Nations also have similar ambition of life goal. And as you know, United Nations is an international organization that is doing that is working for bringing peace between the nations and sustainable, and their goals are known as the sustainable development goals, and there are 17 goals. Can you change the slide?
Aaron, do you want to share the screen?
Then what is here? Okay, I will share it.
Okay, I'll stop here.
Is it visible, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, it's
Okay, then sustainable development goals. Sustainable development goals, or SDGs, are also known as global goals, and there are 17 global goals. And the mission of sustainable development is to achieve a more sustainable future by 2030, and it was set up by a United Nations General Assembly in 2015. As you can see, there are 17 SDGs, and it may be boring for you, but if you listen to it, it would be very nice, and it is an interesting topic. So I hope you will enjoy this. First sustainable development goal is no poverty. What do you mean by this no poverty? As no poverty refers by its name, it means no poverty, bringing down the level of poverty or ending the poverty in all forms in everywhere. And we need to achieve SDGs. Achieving this SDG means to end extreme poverty. Next one is zero hunger. By saying the zero hunger, that is meant by ending hunger and achieving food security. Hunger is something that is experienced in every nation, irrespective of their economic or other development. And we need to achieve improved nutrition and sustainable agriculture for bringing this hunger to zero. Next is good health and well-being. We need to ensure healthy life. Without health, without a good health, a person cannot live in this society. We need a good health, and our health should be maintained by the zero hunger. These 2 points are interlinked together. With zero hunger only, we can achieve good health. And next picture is given here. This picture is an interlinked picture of all the 3 goals here. No poverty, zero hunger, as well as good health and well-being. This is the contrast to these 3 goals altogether. Here we can see the children are very poor, and they are raising their hands for food, as well as we can see their health condition here. Next is the quality education. What do you mean by this quality education? Quality education refers to ensuring inclusive and equitable quality education. Every person, irrespective of their age, need education for living in this world and ensuring development for their nation. Next is gender equality. This means achieving the gender equality. Gender equality refers to equality in gender, and every female, male, and other genders too need to be considered in the same level. This is meant by this gender equality. Next is clean water and sanitation. Clean water and sanitation is also interlinked with good health and well-being. Without clean water and sanitation, we can in our society. Polluted water will lead to several issues like jaundice, typhoid, etc. in human beings, as well as sanitation. Less sanitation lead to several bacterial as well as microviral diseases in human beings as well as animals. Next is affordable and clean energy. Every biotic as well as abiotic components in our environment need energy. For example, human needs food as their energy. Then machines need mechanical or electrical energy. Plants need light energy. But if this energy is getting reduced or used at the maximum rate, then in the future, there won't be any energy. We need to ensure clean and affordable energy. Next is eighth SDG is decent work and economic growth. Unemployment is a major problem all over the nations. This unemployment would lead to poverty as well as starvation. So we need to reduce this unemployment and employ every person who is ready to work as well as who are in good health condition for doing the works. Next is industry, innovation and infrastructure. Before going to this topic, I would like to share you two pictures. Hope you can see them, the two pictures given. And I have a question for you. Which of these two would you consider as a developed area or location? Picture A, this is picture A and this is picture B. From these two, which of this would you be considered as a developed place or location? I cannot actually see your chats, so you can unmute your mic and say.
Picture A, the development because of its better infrastructure.
Yes, very nice. Everybody clap. So the first one is considered to be the developed location, because as we can see, several buildings are there and it has several lights and everything. This is called infrastructure. So for considering an area as developed or a developed place, we need to ensure or build resilient infrastructure and promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization. And we need to foster innovation in them. Next SDGs are reducing inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production. Inequality is a major problem that can be seen in every nation. And for ensuring development, we need to reduce this inequality in all forms, such as gender equality as well as economic inequality. Then next is sustainable cities and communities. For sustainable ensuring a developed environment, we need to make cities and human settlements more sustainable and inclusive. We need to include more safe, resilient, and sustainable communities. Next is responsible consumption and production. We need resources for living in this environment, such as several resources are there. We utilize all of the resources for living in this environment. And several people may consume more, several may consume less. This leads to inequality in consumption of resources. And we need to ensure that only what is necessary for us is only being consumed by us, or else the resources would deplete and this would lead to several future problems. Next is climate action, life below water and life on land. These three are related to environmental protection. Climate action refers to taking urgent action to combat climatic change. Next is protecting the life below water. Next is protecting the life on land. The 16th SDG is peace, justice, and strong institution. Peace is a necessary thing for living in a society. Without peace, justice, or strong institution, as well as the ethical qualities, we cannot live in this environment. So we need to ensure a peaceful society and justice for all, then build effective and accountable institution. Next is a partnership for the goals. A single nation cannot achieve this sustainable development goals altogether. They need a partnership. So that is meant by the 17th goal. We need to strengthen the partnership between the nations. Some cities may have more resources. Some other cities may have the techniques or technical support for using these resources, but we need to incorporate all these nations for achieving these development goals. Next is a conclusion. We have reached the conclusion. To achieve SDG, three-sector cooperation is needed. What are these three sectors? Economic, socio-political, and well as environmental sector. Economic sector ensures the good economy. Socio-political sector ensures good socio-political sector as well as environmental sector. Next is SDG should reach all the communities irrespective of their economic condition as well as development. And we need to address the vulnerable groups. And artificial intelligence is also a support for achieving this SDGs by 2030. Hope you have enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aaron.
Do you have any questions?
Yes, I was inviting everyone to share your reflections about Aaron's presentation. And also, if you have any questions for him, please.
Yes, I have a question. Thank you, Aaron, for your presentation. And I really appreciated how clearly you explained each of the SDGs. First, a comment. I was struck by the two images of the one with the buildings and the one with the kind of more rural landscape, and your question about which is more which one had more infrastructure. Like clearly the city did, but it also made me think, gosh, like the cities are the cause of so much pollution, and it's not necessarily that the cities are better. And so it was making me think about sort of how we do sustainable infrastructure and and buildings in a way that is not like harmful to the environment as well. So I was just thinking about that. But my question to you is, which of the SDGs do you think are kind of most important, particularly to young people? And how can we as young people be working or helping to achieve them?
Actually, before going to the question, I would like to clear that your misconception. I would say it is misconception. I have showed the pictures of both in the both cities as well as villages. And in cities, more buildings are there. I asked for if this, which of them are more developed. And of course, cities are causing more pollution to the environment, but cities are considered to be more developed than rural areas. And even though it causes more pollution, and cities are considering, they are making this pollution, and most probably this pollution is affecting the rural areas rather than the cities. So, but if we consider in the development side, we can see that cities are more developed than the villages. And your question is, which of the following SDGs are more important for you? Actually, all SDGs are equally important for everyone. And decent, but some SDGs like decent work and economic growth and such kind of SDGs cannot be achieved by children or teens. We cannot achieve good work or economic growth. But what we can do is some other goals are there, like climate action, life on land, life below water, like that. There are several other SDGs which are as achievable to us. So we can, then I would consider these SDGs are most important. And what we can do is, I have written those points, and we can collect this organic waste. Then we can collect waste and the plastic waste. We can collect this plastic waste and separate it from organic waste for ensuring the sustainable environment. Then we need to buy toys that last longer. That means children are more in using toys and other, or else we can say that mobiles, then other kind of more techniques with this plastics or non-biodegradable things. So we need to buy this. We need to buy those things which have more expiry date this rate. So that's all I think are the most point what we can do. I think I explained your doubt clearly.
You did, yeah. Thank you for the clarity, and yeah, great answer.
Thanks, Sarah. And Sarah is joining us from South Africa, and she is the Associate Director of URI. So thank you so much, Sarah, for your reflection. And I would like to invite Father Prasad. He's joining us from Kerala, and he's the Secretary of KCDC in the Religious Dialogue Group. So, Father, please.
Yeah, Arun, thank you very much. It was a wonderful presentation. Felt like I'm in a UN sitting. So you have presented the Sustainable Development Goals. Can you please help me or enlighten me just about AI, artificial intelligence? I have a question because you people are young and you know better. That is, in the goal we have a sustainable goal 8, number 8. We have the decent work and economic growth, no? And you also already said, mentioned that for eradicating poverty, etc., work is important, no? If this number of humanoids are created in millions and employed everywhere, especially for the poor people, how they will serve to eradicate poverty? Can you just may have some ideas?
Yes, Father. Artificial intelligence is actually help for bringing the sustainable development goals. By bringing this artificial intelligence, several people may lose their job. That is a disadvantage of artificial intelligence. This would lead to unemployment and an inverse thing that we want to achieve. This is a contrast to what we have to achieve. But for maintaining this artificial intelligence, we need humans, because humans are more intelligent than every other organisms. So we need human for maintaining this AI humanoids as well as for other functions where human brain is actually necessary. Thus, this would create more employment, as well as we know government is having some hidden works in them, like corruptions and all. By using this artificial intelligence technique, we can find a solution for this corruption and bring more the money that is corrupted to our economy and use it for our development of the nation. And other things like transportation would be easier with artificial intelligence. With artificial intelligence, we can see this this traffic, and we can make transportation more easier with a better and fastest route for transporting to other nations as well as our internal transportation. These are some methods I got in my mind by answering the question. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam.
Thanks, Father, for the reflection, and thanks, Sharon, for the answers. And I also like to ask you, you shared it a time from October to January with Ecopeace Teen Cafe. So, looking forward, and as you also shared about SDG, we know, we have some goals to reach. So, I would like to hear how Ecopeace Teen Cafe and you can reach this goal. What will be your plans for the future, and how you can implement your knowledge, what you learn and gain through Ecopeace Teen Cafe.
Actually, Ecopeace Teen Cafe is something that was new to me. I have attended many camps and some temporary meetings and all, but it was not like this Ecopeace Teen Cafe. It was a different experience for me. And at first, I was just bored to attend these meetings and all. But later on, I just understood that it is not just a one-way communication that is happening in this meeting, but two-way communication is here. And we are more, we can study more from this Ecopeace Teen Cafe meetings that is conducted every Saturdays. And in the future, I would surely, I already asked Greshma for calling me as a person to take this class and all like you people do for us. In the future, surely this would continue. I know that this would continue in the future. Then Greshma, I think Greshma would call me for as a host and for conducting the meeting and all. Then I would teach for the future generation. I would teach what I have learned from this Ecopeace Teen Cafe as well as in the other areas what I have learned about protecting the environment. I have more interest in the topic of environmental protection rather than any other topic. So I would maintain that goal and would communicate the same to the young generation. And as well as I would work for achieving this SDGs in our nations and interlink the nations as well as religious ideologies and interlink them and break this regional disparities, and that's all.
Thanks, Aaron. So next, we are going to call Shreya. Shreya is joining us from Jharkhand. She's studying 8th standard at St. Thomas Ranchi. So Shreya, please, the floor is yours. Shreya.
Hi everyone, I am Shreya De from Jharkhand. I am going to present today on the topic peace and non-violence. What is peace and non-violence? Peace is a concept of social friendship and harmony in the absence of hostility and violence. In a social sense, peace is commonly used to mean a lack of conflict and freedom from fear of violence between individuals or groups. Non-violence is the personal practice of not causing harm to others under any condition. It may come from the belief that hurting people, animals, and the environment is unnecessary to achieve an outcome, and it may refer to a general philosophy of abstention from violence. Here are some quotes in this page which prove which are on the topic peace and non-violence. Now there are some of the personalities who followed the path of peace and non-violence. First, there is Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi's original name was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He was called Gandhiji as he played an important role in the freedom of India. He was a devotee of peace and non-violence. He has mentioned peace in all his works and all his speeches. A quote on peace by Gandhiji was, "Each one has to find his peace from within, and peace to be real must be unaffected by outside circumstances." Then there is Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a Baptist minister and social rights activist in the United States in the 1950s and 60s. He was a leader of the American civil rights movement. He organized a number of peaceful protests as head of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, including the March on Washington in 1963. He was also a follower of Mahatma Gandhi and followed the path of nonviolence. A famous quote on peace and nonviolence by Martin Luther King Jr. was, True peace is not merely the absence of tension, it is the presence of justice. Then there is Dalai Lama. Tenzin Gatsway is the 14th Dalai Lama of Tibetan Buddhism. He was born on July 6, 1935, to a farming family in a small hamlet located in Taksar, Amdo, northeastern Tibet. He is also a devotee of peace and nonviolence. A quote on peace and nonviolence by Dalai Lama is, "Peace does not mean an absence of conflicts, differences will always be there. Peace means solving these differences through peaceful means, through dialogue, education, knowledge, and through human ways." What are the benefits of peaceful environment? It improves our mood and instills a sense of calm and peace. It lowers sickness level and it makes us more productive. We all should live peacefully because violence don't have any benefits, but it can lead to consequences like loss of lives, major injuries, and many others. Many people all around the world lose their lives every year due to violence. The leaders like Mahatma Gandhi lost their lives following the path of peace and non-violence, but Atlas played a great role in marking the end of the British rule in India. How can we maintain peace and non-violence? We can start on our own by forgiving others, encourage people to follow peace, and then save people from non-violence with the help of a community of people following peace and non-violence. Here are the references I took help from to make the presentation, and thank you everyone.
Thanks, Shreya, for your presentation. It's great to hear about peace and non-violence from you. So thank you so much. And let's hear from others. Sarah.
Yes, Shreya, thank you so much. A beautiful presentation of peace and nonviolence, and very important leaders those all were. And I'd like to add to the mix from a South African context. We have Desmond Tutu, who recently just passed away, who was good friends with the Dalai Lama, actually, and the two of them did manage to have a couple of meetings and conversations about joy and peace and how we live our lives. So I encourage you to look up Desmond Tutu as well. And I would love to know how you practice peace in your own life and what that looks like for you.
I can practice peace by forgiving others for their mistakes, or I can encourage others to follow peace.
Great, thank you, Shreya.
Thanks, Sarah. Thank you for the reflections and the question. And thanks, Shreya. And Father, do you like to share?
Oh, Shreya, बहुत अच्छा है बेटी, बहुत अच्छा presentation. A very good presentation you have done about peace and violence.
Thank you, Father.
The theme is very relevant to our present Indian situation in almost all the states. And I appreciate you, Shreya. Finally, you have given the reference, because I am a professor of philosophy. I'm teaching here in the college. Sometimes, students take here from the internet, and when they don't give the reference, I catch them. So I also I find it it's wonderful that you give the reference. So please continue it. Thank you.
Thanks, Father. And so our presentations of Shreya, Lakshit, and Arun is really nice, and we are so happy. Our Ecopeace Teen Cafe is so happy that you did a presentation. So as I said earlier, we started this journey with 30 teenagers from different parts of India. And these 3 kids are the most courageous people who really choose this day to present. So this is the first day of Voice of Ecopeace Teens. And we have this session on next Saturdays also. So we are really grateful to Shreya, Lakshit, and Aaron for sharing your wisdom with us. And congratulations for presenting these great topics with us and sharing the knowledge. And we wish you all the best for your future studies and future endeavors. And thank you so much. And thanks to Sarah joining us from South Africa. And thanks for spending this time with our kids. And thanks to Father Prasad. So thank you so much for the support and motivation. And thank you. Thanks a lot. And thanks, Arya, for the technical support. And thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
Thanks. Arya.